Hello and welcome. As the world toasts Oscar contender Slumdog Millionaire, a modern-day fairy tale set in Mumbai's sordid Dharavi slum, and critics berate the movie for peddling grim realities as Indian exotica, we take a look at the lives of India's real slumdogs. The real slumdogs make up these depressing statistics. A report on the status of children in the country says India has the largest number of sexually abused children in the world. Crimes against children have gone up manifold, and those who've come in conflict with the law don't stand much of a chance at reform with the existing juvenile justice system. Every day is a battle for survival. Even so, as you will see in some of the stories we play out tonight, there is a fierce optimism to achieve despite their dismal surroundings. And someone who exemplifies that spirit is Vicky Roy, freelance photographer. He's joining us here from our newsroom. We'll be playing his story out a little later on India's Real Slumdogs. Is also Bharti Ali, co-director of HUC, Centre for Child Rights. She's the co-author of the report we referred to. She specializes in juvenile justice and crimes against children. Thanks so much for the two of you for joining us tonight. But first, possibly the most disturbing part of the report that Bharti has co-authored. The largest number of sexually abused children in the world are in India. The most vulnerable among them are the over 8 million who live and work on the streets. Mansi Sharma reports.
12 years old and mentally challenged. She barely understands what she has gone through. Raped by a tenant in her own building. This girl represents a damning statistic that India has the maximum number of sexually abused children in the world.
It's not strangers that abuse girls, it's actually within their own homes and people they know. And that is a factor across the world, and in India, you're actually more likely to be abused by someone you know, because what the abuser does is often build a relationship of trust.
India has over 8 million children who work for a living. The threat of sexual violence intensifies as they move out from the confines of their homes to the streets.
It's been 2 years since Dhari, a small village in Noida on the outskirts of the capital, made news for all the wrong reasons. 19 skulls were recovered in a drain adjacent to this house. 16 of them were children who had gone missing over a period of 1 year.
The story of over 30 children kidnapped, abused and murdered in Dhari shocked the nation, bringing into focus the issue of child protection. In fact, the HUC report on the status of India's children says UP has the highest number of child murder cases. It's a reality across the nation. From a 7-year-old student in Chennai who was allegedly raped by the lab assistant to a 6-year-old in Hyderabad sexually assaulted by the school bus driver. Children have always remained soft targets.
It cuts across class, it cuts across state, it cuts across gender. I think boys in our society, and especially if you take the example of street children, are equally prone to sexual abuse.
Children remain the least policed and protected members of our society. A lot will have to be done before they can reclaim their childhood. In New Delhi, Mansi Sharma.